Gotta hit record, man. It's another edition of the Irie 98 podcast. I have some very special guests in the spot here from the Bermuda Dive Fest. I believe the first one you're ever doing, correct?
Yep, the first official, like, bringing everyone under one roof type thing. So we're super excited about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about it.
So next month is going to be a 3-day event, so May 15th to 17th, and we're trying to tackle a little bit of everything in this to appeal to as many people as possible. So we've got scuba diving, we've got snorkeling, we've got beach bonfires, we've got culinary experiences, we've got breathwork classes, you name it, anything to do with the water. Come check it out. It's going to be sick.
Tell me a little bit about how you got into diving in the first place.
Well, James and I, so basically Dive Fest started with James Dowdy over here to my left, and then Sam Bennett, the third amigo who's not here from Eco Dive.
Okay.
Where we've got this strong passion for the ocean. We've grown up in it, right? Mm-hmm. And we dive whenever we can. James and I film and photograph it for various clients. And we always wanted something where it was just this big gathering of the community, right? Because we just didn't have that. You've got all the great dive houses here, and you've got the Lionfish Task Force, and you've got the regiment divers. And, you know, it'd be great just to have something where we can all band together and then essentially promote the island in a cool way for other people off island who may want to come down and experience something new. So we got talking and we figured a dive fest was the great way to do it, and we're starting off small with a 3-day event. And we basically looked at the calendar, saw a nice weekend just between May 24th and Sail GP, and it just so happens to coincide with Flag Invasion, which we'd love to get involved with.
There we go.
And so this is the trial run, and we're very, very proud of it. And the content we're going to generate from this will hopefully be stage 1, and stage 2 being distribution and getting it out there to the international market, just to showcase what we've got. You know, the beautiful reefs, the amazing swim throughs and wrecks, and then the ease of just getting out there, you know, right off the beach, or getting on one of the dive boats from the 4, you know, dive houses or whatever. So yeah, this is just a brainchild of passion, really, and we're just executing it now. So we're super excited.
Nice. I just want to backtrack a little bit. You said a little event that you're putting together as the first one. A 3-day series of events is nothing small, just to put it out there, right? So walk me through your itinerary from first day to last day in terms of how you have it mapped out so far, because I know it's probably a moving target, but
yeah,
you know,
so we've got most things locked in, and we've got some amazing partners to make this happen. So it starts off on a Friday morning, and we have James doing an underwater photo and video class.
Okay.
So intro, and that's going to be in partnership with BIOS. So at the BIOS location, they're going to be running a fish ID course. So if you're looking to get, you know, boned up on, you know, what's out in Bermuda's oceans and see what's on the reef and identify all the great things we've got here, then definitely come to that. And then after that, the afternoon, we've got a 2-tank dive. So we're going to be going out to places like the Palladium or the Cathedral, where you've got these great, you know, underwater, like vaulted ceilings with, you know, fish swimming around with the skylights. And you've got the Palladium's an amazing wreck that James always dives. So that's day 1, little intro, keep it simple. Day 2 is we go out with Bermuda Dive, Blue Water Divers, and we're doing a 2-tank dive with them. And a lot of these dive sites will be determinant on the weather. So we're going to try and aim for Eastern Blue Cut at this point, but again, bit of a moving target. And then afternoon, James, do you want to continue on?
Yeah, so there's a luxury catamaran snorkel experience with Sail Bermuda.
Okay.
Being led by Sea Venture Dive. So that is a bit more elevated. You know, there'll probably be some canapes and so on, drinks on board. And that's a limited numbers sort of thing. But that is kind of like, if you like snorkeling, but you like to do it in comfort, then hit up Sail Bermuda and be a part of that experience.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that evening, we have a special guest coming in, Valentine Thomas. She is like a sustainable oceans to table chef and influencer, and she's doing a curated dinner at the Lauren,
Nice.
in partnership with them, where she's showcasing sort of sustainable ocean to table cuisine, and she's actually going to go out and spear some lionfish, all under permit and so on, or be taught how to do it in Bermuda's waters, and then they're going to obviously have that dinner that night, and then the next day, Andrew can give you a little insight into the final May 17th, the Sunday.
Yeah, so this is a little bit different from just a regular dive fest. So this is a curated group experience.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking to come down with a group of girlfriends or a group of guys and, instead of doing the usual going out fishing, well, hey, what can we do in the underwater realm? So the morning starts off with salt yoga with Emily, who's going to be doing morning breath work, which ties into the whole diving community. So
Gotcha.
that at sunrise. Then we're going to go out on Odyssey charters for a bespoke experience out in the morning, where we're going to go to a lot of snorkel spots, which is great. And then to top it off in the afternoon, we are going to have Valentine Thomas, who's a big influencer. I think she's got like over 300,000 followers. She's going to come out and do a specialty lunch out on a barge out in the middle of nowhere. So think,
Nice.
umbrellas, something you haven't seen before anywhere, right? And you can just imagine the imagery for the people on board. We're going to be filming it so you can get your own social reels to pump up to all your friends.
Got you.
That's the morning. And then we finish it with a beach bonfire and night dive. So just to cap off the whole event, which should be pretty cool. And we got Goslings coming down and doing a bar for that. And yeah, back to all these sponsors. We've got prizes, Hamilton Princess is giving stuff. Bermuda Jewelers is involved. And, the basis of this whole fest is not to have ownership over something. We want people to come together, run their own things that they do like really well. And we're just curating everyone together. We're just sort of like the group mailing list. So if there's anyone out there who's looking to get involved in any way, reach out to us via the website. And yeah, we're here just to make an epic event that people want to go to and talk to. And even if it's like the beach bonfire, you don't have to be a diver to come out. You just come down for a good time. We're going to have, cheap drinks, and, we've got Bermuda Bonfires doing the bonfire. We've told them to do the deluxe package and get it as big as we can.
Nice.
So yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, man, this sounds amazing. And, for somebody who I'm ashamed to say I've never been diving before in my entire life, just never done it, right?
Change that.
And I'm sure there's tons of Bermudians out there that, live the same experience as me. These types of things are definitely going to bring more awareness and more exposure to the dive community and the dive culture that we have on the island, right? But can you talk a little bit about just like, compared to the world, we are actually one of the best dive destinations out there, period. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, for sure. Like James and I have been doing a lot of traveling, especially in the Caribbean, on dive locations. And sometimes you feel like you got a biased opinion, but it's not the case. Like our waters are incredible. We may not have the big schools of fish, but we've got the healthy coral, we've got the wrecks. But not only below the water, it's the whole vibe on the water. Like you're not a diver, but you enjoy going out on the boat, whether it's raft ups, whether it's pulling up to a beach. Like we want this just to showcase the island of not just under the water, even though that's the main theme, but just the experiences that every Bermudian has, right? Whether it's going into the water at pontoons for a cut match, or it is, a raft up with friends somewhere. So
nice.
Yeah, the clarity of water, the vibes between everyone, the accessibility where you don't have to take a boat out, you can go right off the beach. If this is something you're interested in, then that's great. I already feel like there's a great community here. And yeah, just bringing everyone together and getting some great content we can use to, tell the world, right?
Nice. So is this going to be like the first official big raft up weekend? I feel like it will be.
I feel because if the weather is good and because it's the weekend before May 24th, yeah, there could be some impromptu like, hey, let's go have a little raft up, sit off, and then do some diving. We'll see.
I see it coming.
But what's great is we've got so many great sponsors involved. Between Valentine Thomas, the spearfisher woman, we've also got William Drum coming down, who's a big time photographer. He just photographed Billie Eilish's latest album cover.
Okay.
So
nice.
He's coming down. He's got hundreds of thousands of followers, and we're going to be following him, and he's going to be posting and promoting this. And we've got Dan and SDI involved.
Yeah. So Dan and SDI, they're two of the biggest dive entities in the world. So Dan is Divers Alert Network, and they're supporting us in their dive safety, and they're a dive insurance company, and they basically, like, if you go anywhere in the world, you kind of can get insurance with them, and if you ever have an issue, they'll take care of it.
Okay.
So they're amazing in that regard, and I've been a subscriber with them for all my travels and all the crazy stuff I do jumping in the water with sharks. So love Dan for that.
Those are the stories I want. You gotta tell me those stories.
Oh, well, we can get those stories another day. But then also SDI, which is Scuba Divers International. Eco Dive has connected us with them, and they're helping as an international supporter. They're one of the largest dive sort of certification companies in the world, and so if you have an SDI ticket, you're good to dive anywhere in the world, pretty much.
Okay.
And so they're here supporting us as well. They want to see Bermuda thrive. They know Bermuda, and they love the diving here.
Nice. So what does that mean exactly for Bermuda, having those entities here?
So it puts Bermuda a little further on a global stage. So there's all these dive resorts all over the world, but to have partners like Dan and SDI coming in, and they're trying to support obviously the grassroots level. This is sort of further than just Dive Fest. This will be a continuation, hopefully, that they'll support the grassroots level of getting people involved in the ocean, making sure that we're maintaining high safety standards in Bermuda with diving, as well as just making sure that Bermuda is seen as a premier dive destination.
And that's the thing with these events, right? You can host these events, you could have a great time, but depending on what your goal is like you need distribution. And for us, our goal is to get more eyes on Bermuda because it's just an amazing place. So, that these people have these followings and these avenues, and because we're sort of distributing in all these different ways, where there's the dive entities, the influencer entities, and then hopefully, the big dive fest that they've got in Dima, which is a big expo where you showcase, destinations, dive brands. It's like the mecca of everything to do with dive.
Nice.
What we want to do is then take this content, do a whole exhibit there, and just, it's not a one fest and we fixed everything. It's just, this is stage one.
This is the start.
Stage two, and it pairs nicely what Bermuda Tourism is doing. And so I think there's a great partnership with everyone involved. So we're super excited about it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, it's a jam-packed schedule from what I'm seeing between, dive sessions on the Friday. I mean, you've got yoga morning sessions and dinners at the Lauren, and, just so much going on. So much action, man. So, what's the website again that you need to go to get that information? If you want to get involved, if you want to be a part of this, give them the website one time. BermudaDiveFest.com. Very simple. BermudaDiveFest.com. Yep. So go on there, sign up, look up all the information, right? Are there any fees or things attached on different days? I suppose that's probably questions that they will get answers to on the website, but if there's anything you wanted to kind of point out specifically in this convo.
Yeah. So if you go on the website, you'll get all that information. Some activities are free. Some there's a small fee associated with it, but it's cheaper than any other dive day that you'll go. There are some free activities for sure. And some, at the end of the day, if you're looking to get some cool content for your social channel, we'll be filming everything. So that's another bonus. We've got merch, we've got giveaways, we've got prizes. So yeah, we've got a little bit of everything.
That's a big plug right there. So if you are an influencer or an aspiring influencer, if you're somebody who's looking to build content for yourself, I mean,
or just make your friends jealous.
That too, you know what I mean? But these two gentlemen here, and of course the rest of the team will probably be around as well, making sure that, you're getting top tier content of what's going on, especially if it's a great day.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, Jen. So I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything in this conversation. So I know we've covered quite a bit of details. Also, just confirming the website is where you need to go peep. So they've literally, I've glanced at it. It's you need to go there, right?
Yeah.
The website is everything.
Hit us up because, things are already filling up and we haven't even fully promoted this yet. And then we'll see what numbers overflow there are. And there are options for, getting more people involved. So if you're interested, act quickly because, those spots get taken up real quick.
Absolutely.
Also, if you're just interested in being involved in any sort of volunteering capacity, we could always use an extra pair of hands. So, yeah, that'd be great. So, BermudaDiveFest.com.
All right. And this might actually be the time, guys, that I learn how to dive.
Yes, do it. We're holding you to it.
It might be. I'm kind of nervous, man. I don't know. That under the water scares me for whatever reason. I don't know why.
But if not, you can always start with snorkeling first. You know, get used to wearing a mask, get used to wearing a fin, get used to duck diving a little bit.
Yeah.
And then maybe take the leap.
I just want to make it clear, like, I know how to swim. I am a swimmer, people. I know how to swim, you know, but diving is a whole different world. And I get nervous about what I can't see. And there's a lot I can't see.
That's the thing is, diving, you can see more because you're under the water, right? So when you go swimming, you can only see what's above the surface, and then you go below the surface and you can't see what's there because your eyes aren't adapted to it.
Says the man that swims with sharks. I need at least one story before you leave.
One story?
At least one.
One story. Well, I won't talk about Bermuda because I haven't really seen many sharks in Bermuda.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
But I did have a situation, and I wouldn't call it a situation, but I dove the sardine run in South Africa, and there you've got everything from massive pods of dolphins to fin whales to birds hitting the water at 140 miles an hour, hitting these sardines in a tight, compact bait bowl. And once the dolphins come in and the whales gone in, then the sharks come in. You got like 20 sharks rushing in past you, and they'll body check you out the way just to get to the bait bowl. They think you're just another big predator going in, and that's a wild thing.
How did you feel experiencing that?
A bit of adrenaline, but excitement as well. And once you realize they're not interested in you, they're just interested in the action in front of you, and they just think you're part of the feeding frenzy, then actually you feel safe. And you've got a good team watching out for you, covering your back and everything.
I'm going to have to take your word on the feel safe part. I don't know about
getting to that feeling state.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you sharing that story with me, man. And thank you guys for stopping by.
No, thank you.
And looking forward to it. So once again, that's May 15th to the 17th. BermudaDiveFest.com is where you need to go to get all the information. And yeah, man, I might need to be out there, So,
yeah, do it. You're coming.
So yeah, man.
Well, we'll bring some tables as well, just in case you don't get in the water. You can maybe do a little DJ set.
You know what? Now you're on to something. Now you're on to something.
How about the barge party? We could do that.
I was just about to say that Sunday barge party where you're cooking up the live lionfish.
Yeah. I'm down. Let's talk. When the cameras are on, let's get you on the books.
Also the bonfire, but
bonfire,
might have to compete with me. I'm coming out of retirement.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. And there's another edition of the Irie 98 podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel that is Irie 98 on YouTube. And you can also check out the Irie 98 podcast in your podcast app for conversations like this, live juggling, mixes, all that good stuff. We got all the great stuff on Irie 98. Go check it out. Rusty G, I'm out. Peace.